I'm Brienna Schuette. I'm the owner of Moxie and Drive Marketing, and I'm a WVU IMC student. I chose the West Virginia University Integrated Marketing Communications Master's program actually after a colleague told me about the program. I'm from Minnesota, so this is a long way from home, and I'd always wanted to get a master's degree, but I didn't want to get an MBA, which seemed to be the most common type of master's program back in Minnesota. And so I started looking into where could I get a master's in marketing, where could I get a master's in communication studies, and a colleague told me about this program, and after looking into it, I realized that I had been doing integrated marketing communications in my career for almost 15 years without even realizing it, just wearing a ton of different hats as a marketing communications person in a small organization. And so I looked at the program, looked at the course catalog, and I was like, I want to take every single one of those courses in the catalog. And I looked at some other programs, but none of the others I felt like could provide the value that WVU's IMC program could. Just in the variety of courses, in the options for special areas of focus, and then just looking at the faculty. These are people who are practitioners. They're living and working in this world. They know what's coming down the pipeline, and they're able to help students keep their skills current. And so kind of the combination of all of those things led me here. All of my course experiences have been excellent, outstanding. I loved multicultural marketing with Professor Patrick Warner because it just opened up my eyes to other cultures and ethnicities in the United States and just what it means to market to people who are different than me. And just learned some really amazing things that I'm certainly applying in my career and in my teaching. I also loved creative strategy and execution with Larry Stultz because it gave me an opportunity to use my creative side, but also apply it in the marketing communications world as well. So I would say that those two courses have been my favorites. I would recommend the WVU IMC Master's Program to a friend or a colleague, heck, to every friend or every colleague, because I think the depth of knowledge of the faculty and the real world application in learning that they provide is second to none. I also think the opportunities in the different courses that are available and the different type of content and academic content that you can take advantage of learning about is really broad yet really specific. So you can do a lot in this program, and you can zero in on specific aspects of marketing communications as well. So I think the program itself, the networking opportunity, one of the things that drew me to this program was the Integrate conference. And this has been an amazing experience to connect with people who I've had courses with online, and then also connect with professors, and just to make this a really even more dynamic learning experience, and actually seeing those people face to face and talking about course content and networking and learning about what other people in the field do. As far as creative work that I've done in my career, to this point, or until I started in the IMC program, it was really creative writing. I am a copywriter, and so that was where I put a lot of my creative energy in my career to this point. But because of courses like creative strategy and execution, I'm taking visual information design in the fall. I'm learning about kind of the visual aspects of creative, and also just the ideation aspect of creative, and then going from ideation to kind of framing things up and providing direction, and then moving all the way through the execution process. So I feel like I'm a creative person, but I'm a really type A organized person too. So that creative strategy and execution kind of brings both of those things together. Actually, I'm trying to determine what I want to do. Everyone asks you, what are you going to do when you're done with your master's program? And I'm teaching right now, and I think that I may want to sort of solidify that career path for myself after I'm done with the IMC program. And then continue to consult a little bit, because that allows me to work with small businesses and clients within sort of my fairs and events network that I love and have gotten to know. So I think I want to continue what I'm doing, but just do it better and have more knowledge and more awareness of trends and kind of the current topics that are impacting marketing communications and the work that we do. One of the things that drew me to WVU's IMC program was just the help and the support that I felt like I had from the staff and faculty of the program just from the outset. I remember my first day of my first course, which is IMC 610, Intro to Marketing Communications. My advisor called me on the phone and asked how it was going, how my first day had gone. And I just thought, wow, this experience is already so personalized, and they already care so much about my education and what I'm getting out of it, and it's only the first day. So that was really impactful for me. I think current topics and trends have been the biggest takeaways for me to apply, because up until I started in the IMC program, I just thought that there were sort of methodical and very sort of patterned logistical ways of doing things. But now being able to take information about trends and things that maybe aren't even trends yet, but are just sort of off in the distant future that we're learning about, everything is so current and so new. And so I can take those pieces of information and apply to client work. And so I'm bringing clients the very best of what's new. I think too, a more specific example is I read a book. It's not a textbook, but it's a great book called Building a Story Brand in one of the IMC courses. And that book talks about making your customer the hero rather than focusing on your brand or your company as the hero, and how your brand or your company is sort of saving lives and solving problems for people, but actually making the customer the hero and utilizing sort of that frame of mind to storytell and create content. And I think that's been specifically kind of one of the most valuable things that I've applied in creating content and copywriting and telling stories for clients.